I'm answering the frequently asked question as a medical student or as a junior resident medical officer. And the question is, what are you specializing in? So my name is Peter Lungu and I'm a junior doctor here in Zambia, as well as a photographer and a videographer. So most of the times your relatives, your friends, or whoever, when you just tell them you're studying medicine or you're a doctor, they'll frequently ask you, what are you specializing in? So medical school is divided in two parts. There's the preclinical part and there's the clinical part. When I did my med school, it was 7 years at the University of Zambia, but now I think it's 6. So most schools are actually doing the 6-year program now. You would do your first year at the main campus, Unza or Great East Road campus. So you do your first year at Great East Road campus, and there you do your natural science. In this natural sciences, you take 4 courses. That's mathematics, physics, biology, and chemistry. Yeah. So each course carries a grade. You have to make points. So in my intake, the cutoff point to go into med school was 10. So how it goes is A plus is 5, A is 4, B plus is 3, B should be 2, and C, I've forgotten, but anyways. So you have to score, let's say for example, you score a B plus in all the 4 courses. Times 4, that's 12. So you make it to med school because you beat the cutoff point, which is 10. When you make the cutoff point, you go to med school, then you go to Ridgeway campus in your 3rd year. In first year, you actually are given an option to choose which programs you want to take. So you put 3, if I remember very well, you put 3 options. I put medicine, engineering, natural science. If you make the points to go into med school, you then go to med school. If you fail to make the points for med school, they take you to your next option, which is engineering. That's if you have made the points for engineering. If not engineering, you go to the next option, which is actual science. So when you do your natural sciences, make your points, you now go to Ridgeway in your 3rd year. My program, but now it's 6 years, so you go to Ridgeway in your 2nd year. So 2nd year, 3rd year is preclinical medicine. So you have courses such as anatomy, physiology, and whatnot. Yeah, I won't bore the people who are not doing medicine with that. So in your preclinical, you basically learn in your classes, you have labs that you do, and you go to, basically labs and classes. Then, so that was 3rd and 4th year for my program, but now it's reduced to 6 years, so it's 2nd and 3rd year. So during my time, or the people who are doing the 7-year program, when you write your exams in your 4th year, that's your last year of preclinicals, you're going to graduate with your bachelor's in human biology. So you graduate in your 5th year. I don't know if I've lost anyone, but yeah, you graduate in your 5th year, and that's the graduation that usually gets that question, what are you specializing in? So when your relative guys or your friend graduates after that 4 years, or after getting a human biology degree, they have the degree in human biology, which is preclinical. Now they start their clinical rotation. So they're not yet a doctor, 1, and 2, they're not specializing in anything. So when you get into your 5th year, those are your clinical years. Now you kind of feel more like a doctor because you get to interact with patients, and you're basically learning while shadowing the actual doctors. So there are 4 main rotations in your 5th year or your 4th year in the new curriculum. So there's internal medicine. This is basically, as it sounds, internal medicine. So these are the doctors who are, study about what's inside you, breaking it down to the guy that's not doing medicine out there. So conditions such as your heart conditions, your stomach conditions, your kidney conditions, you get the gist, right? So everything that's inside internal medicine, kind of like that. Yeah, I know doctors will come for me, but anyways, internal medicine is the first course you do. Then you go to surgery, junior clerkship. Then you do obs and gyn, that's women and newborn, and then you do pediatrics. So these are the 4 main rotations you do in your 5th year or your 4th year. This video is kind of for non-medical students or those people who actually want to do medicine. So what happens is, in each rotation you spend a specific number of weeks where you actually have classes and also go to the wards, do the ward rounds with the actual doctors, clinic patients, see patients with the doctors. You're basically shadowing the doctors, and that's how you actually learn the medicine. You see something there, you go read about it. So when you go into your 6th year, of which in the new curriculum now is the 5th year, you you kind of chill a bit. Yeah, this is the year most people don't really study much, but you actually have to study because exams in this year are hard because you take it as a year when you don't study much. So this year you rotate internal medicine again, but now subspecialties. So you go to your dermatology, I can't remember the rest. You go surgery, you go to ophthalmology, ENT, and the like, and then you go to psychiatry, Chinama. Yeah, so then you also do a course called community medicine. Yeah. So you do those specialties in your 6th year or 5th year. Then when you go to your 7th year now, you go retake the same courses you did in your 5th year, which are internal medicine, surgery, obs and gyn, and pediatrics. So at this point, you are still shadowing the doctors, having classes, learning on the wards and in class, but now you're a senior. So you have the juniors who are in your 5th year, and the seniors in your 7th year, or juniors in 4th year, seniors in 6th year. You rotate together now, you learn together. So you're actually paired. Then when you're done now with school, you write your exams, exit exams, you're done, you pass, you are now a junior doctor. So my people out there, you're not specializing in anything. You're just a junior doctor. And junior doctors are JRMO, stands for Junior Resident Medical Officer. At this point, you have a partial license and you have to do internship. Or nowadays, people volunteer. So that internship could be paid or you could be volunteering. So the main purpose of the internship is to rotate in all those main 4 departments. When you rotate for about 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, depending on the hospital, you then now get your full license and you become a senior resident medical officer. So put that in mind, you're not specializing yet, you're still a general doctor. So you can basically work in any of those departments as a junior, then you become a senior general doctor, not specializing. Then you now apply to do your masters, and this is the point where you specialize. So family, friends, colleagues, this is where now your people actually start to specialize. So you can do a master's program in different fields. You can do the same internal medicine, and in internal medicine itself, there's cardiology, there's gastroenterology, there's nephrology, there's neurology. In surgery, there's orthopedics, there's general surgery, you can go to ophthalmology. So that's the point when your doctors specialize in a particular field. That's when you can ask them, what are you specializing in? Not when at the bottom of the food chain and they're just medical students. I don't know if it helps, but I thought I would make a video about it. And also for those who are planning on getting into med school, that's kind of a rough skeleton of how you progress from your natural sciences to being a doctor. And yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe. If you want more of this clinical content, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you later.